this is Jeff Rose. Welcome to GoodFinancialSense.com. If you're like me and already have children, you're probably already freaking out about how much college tuition is going to be costing you in the next 5, 10, or 15 years. I know that I've been freaking out because I've seen how much college has been going up ever since I got out. If you're in that same situation, let me introduce to you the 529 College Savings Plan. I first want to just kind of share what exactly a 529 plan is. How does it work? How do you actually utilize it? What are the different types that are available to you? And then what are some of the flexibilities or benefits of using the 529 College Savings Plan in help funding your kids' college education? First, what exactly is the 529 plan? First and foremost, don't get so wrapped up in the 529 numbers. Those just come from the IRS code when they came up with the name. The 529 College Savings Plan is a tax advantage saving and investment vehicle used purely, and I stress purely, to save for your kids' college. By putting money into the College 529 Savings Plan, your contributions or money that you put in is all after tax. And then whenever you go to pull that money out, all the interest and the earnings that have accumulated from your contributions are completely tax-free, so as long as you use those towards your kids' college education. Now that's important. If you end up pulling that money out for something other than college tuition or college-related expenses, you will be taxed and penalized on the interest earnings. But remember, your contributions, the money that you put in, are all after tax, so you can actually pull that money out at any time and not incur any tax or penalties. If that sounds familiar, it's very much like the Roth IRA, except this is purely used for college. So who can actually put money into it? Anybody. You can fund it, your parents can fund it, a grandparent can fund it, aunts or uncles can fund it. So that's one of the perks about it, is that anybody can fund it. But here's probably one of the most attractive reasons that parents like the 529 College Savings Plan. The other tool that you can use is what's called a custodial account. And how that works is that you put money into the account, there's typically a custodian, which is a parent or grandparent, and then the child doesn't actually get the money until they turn 18 or the age of majority. Once that child turns 18, they can then take that money from the custodial account and do with it what they please. They can spend on college if they want, but if they want to go out and blow it on you name it, they can do so. So what makes the 529 so attractive is that you're always going to have an account owner, and that owner can be a parent, it can be a grandparent, it can be whomever, but most importantly, it's not the child. The child then is the custodian of the 529 plan. So once the child reaches the age of 18 within the 529 plan, they are not in control of the money. That owner, which is typically the parent, is still in control. So with me, how I set up our 529, I am the owner, and once my first son turns 18, if he doesn't want to go to college and wants to pull that money out and do it what he pleases, guess what? It's not an option. I'm in control of that. So that's one very, very attractive feature, that you will always have your hands on that money to where your child can't make any rash decisions and go out and blow that money, especially when you've been saving it for the last 18 years or so. Now that also brings up another question. Well, what happens if my child doesn't go to college? What do I just lose that money, or how does that work? Well, if they don't go to college, as a reminder, you can always pull out your contribution. So the money you put in can always come out. The interest or earnings that's accumulated over that time, though, you will be taxed and penalized if you don't use it for college. One way to get around that is if you have, say, 2 children, you can actually transfer the money from the child that didn't go to college, and you can actually transfer it over into the other child's name, and they can use it for their bachelor's degree, master's degree, doctorate degree, whatever. You also have the ability to transfer it over into close relatives. So if you have like a niece or nephew, you want to transfer it over, and you're close to them, you can also do that too. Another common question I get is, well, what happens if my child receives a scholarship? Whether it be an academic, or a sports scholarship. How that works is this. Let's say they get a $10,000 academic scholarship. Well, and you've got $10,000 in your 529 College Savings Plan. Are you going to be taxed and penalized for pulling that money out? No. whatever the scholarship amount is, you're allowed to withdraw that from the 529 College Savings Plan tax and penalty free. So that way you can save for your kids' college and not have to worry if they do get that scholarship to where you've been saving it and, for nothing. So that's one other little benefit of the 529 College Savings Plan. What are the different types of the 529 College Savings Plans? There's actually two different types. There is the prepaid tuition and there's also the savings plan. I will say that the most popular option that I run into is the savings plan, but let me first quickly address the prepaid tuition. The prepaid tuition is exactly how it sounds. You are buying tuition based on today's dollars to pay for it at a later time. How you determine how much you're paying depends on the age of the child, the type of institution that you think the college or the child is going to go to, whether it be a junior college, a state college, or a private university, etc. So that kind of makes the prepaid tuitions a little bit difficult because let's say you want them to go to a private university, there's a different rate scale how much you have to pay per month based on that. And the few times I come across that, it's a pretty hefty penny to have to commit to do the prepaid tuition. Double check with your state prepaid tuition plan to find out how much exactly you have to pay if you want to go that direction. The more common and more popular method is the 529 savings plan. And how that works is there is no commitment. So you can put in $250 today and never fund it ever again. You can contribute so much per month. You can basically do it any way that you want. Also, too, is that if anybody else wants to add money into it, they can as well. Let me give you a quick example of how we use it in our own lives. We opened up the College 529 plan, for our first child, and we started funding it, and we put like a couple $100s in the beginning. We were then putting in like $50 a month just to add on to it. And then every time we had a birthday or Christmas or some type of holiday to where our kid would get money, instead of going out and buying more toys that he did not need, we would just put that into our college savings plan. And so that has just been a really easy and quick way to truly boost our college savings for him, for going for college. And we're doing the exact same thing with our second son, and we'll do the exact same thing with our third son. So those are just some of the common reasons why you might want to consider the 529 College Savings Plan for saving for your kids' college. If you want more information, head over to the blog, goodfinancialsense.com. I've got more information on the 529 plan and the other savings plans that are available to you. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.